This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, so Icy Veins posted on their social medias, like I saw it on Facebook and on Twitter, so they did it multiple places. But they're like, do you think we'll see Iridicron in The Last Titan? And I'm like, duh. Like, does a bear shit in the woods? Does old school Barons chat have Chuck Norris jokes? Will the citizens of Dalaran raise their eyes to the sky and observe? Is Illidan his scars? Will Arthas refuse to give me invincible again? Come on, man. Dumb question. Of course we're going to see Iridicron in The Last Titan. The actual question is, will he still be as compelling a villain as he was in Dragonflight?
Thrall's balls! They're everywhere!
Thrall's Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Gershom, Johnny Tips, and Wooly. What's up, swingaz? From the tbhq in the Grizzly Midwest, welcome to Thrall's Balls episode 230. I'm Wooly, the king of bullshit, and apparently I wrote Destructor Warlock instead of Destruction. Here with me is Gershom, the classy, sassy Beastmastery Hunter. We also have Johnny Tips, the debonair Demonology Warlock. Hi, guys.
Good evening.
Hi, guys. Give a Dark Iron Dwarf a blowy.
Hi, Johnny's Campus.
Oh, God. Oh,
every day.
Very important item of important items of import. Today, the day we're recording, April 19th, 2026, is the 5th anniversary of Thrall's Balls. So happy birthday to the pod! I wonder if anybody out there got that thinly veiled Lonely Island reference.
I heard Johnny's big, celebratory horn. I was gonna say, though, I think this is the first time I think that we've ever recorded on the birthday. Like, the episode Trashy and Awesome was released on April 19th.
It was.
2020,
21.
Right? 21. Yeah, because we're in 26. You're right. Okay, I always think it was 2020. You're right. I don't know why I keep forgetting 2036. Anyways, happy birthday. Thank you for the community and the opportunity to record with you. This has been great. I love this. So happy for you.
And now we will list every single person who has ever listened to this show.
All of you.
No, I'm kidding. People listen. People listen.
No.
We're not actually going to do that. We have no way of knowing that. There's some people out there who have not interacted with us in any way, but they've listened to the show. And if we knew their names, I'm pretty sure they'd stop listening.
I have my list. I'm checking it twice.
I met I pulled someone into the Discord once. I was really, really, really high on mushrooms, and I got turned around on the way to the train. I was by myself. I'd been to a party, but they just started hitting, and I was like, "Oh, neat lights." So I go walking out of the party, and I'm like, "I'm just gonna go home," and somehow got turned around and stopped someone on the street, and I was like, "I can hear a train. Where the hell is the brown line?" And so we started chatting. He's like, "Well, you look a little, to be honest, like you're trashed. I'll walk you." So he did, and he was nice, and we ended up talking about the pod, and he did show up in the Discord for a few weeks, and then probably left. But it's funny. It was weird. Yeah. To meet people organically. I don't know if he ever listened to the show, but that was funny.
Phone not being recorded except by the lovely okay, there we go. Now it is. Except by Riverside. So right around this point is where the sound quality is going to change a little bit in the show. Because
sound quality is great.
Everybody loves sound quality. Yeah, my inputs and outputs were that all fucky because I was trying to rework some things and fixed it. We're good. Anyway, what did we do in WoW this week, you guys? I haven't started in a while. I can start.
Yeah, you go first, Willie.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't really do that much anyway. Delves. I was smashing delves. I'm eye level, I want to say like 220 something. And I got down, I want to say a 9 today, maybe a 10. I don't remember. But I'm trying to do too much. So instead of like bringing my item level up slowly, I'm like, because I know what I'm doing as a destruction warlock, I'm like, I can take it. But then I go in and I do it, but it's annoying and I get my shit rocked a couple times.
Yeah.
So like, if you know your class, you can make it work, but at what cost? The cost of fun.
So,
Fun is not a coin.
Come to the dark side, Willie.
Fun coin. Just the next
Fun
fucking
coin!
cryptocurrency. Jesus.
Wobble
Hey,
coin.
Oh god.
now I'm announcing the Thrall's Balls cryptocurrency. No, I'm just kidding.
We
No.
we've done this bit. The Flopple coin.
Oh,
we
that's
did.
right. We did this bit. You're right.
The fun coin is Flopple Coin 2.0.
There you
Yep.
go. I liked fun coins better. Dang it. Oh, Willie, I was going to say something. I know I don't want to interrupt you, but just really, really fast, because I know you mentioned you're behind on AMR, but people are getting down the 2 Nemesis boss really, really easy if
I've
they
heard.
heal Valera and just let her tank the shit out of everybody.
Bro,
or
what?
let her run DPS, but you got to keep her up. I don't have that option because she got to heal me because I'm a fucking hunter and we're at the bottom of the meters right now. Anyway, go ahead, Willie. Sorry.
That sounds to me like a, what's the phrase? Clever use of game mechanics.
I might actually
But
make a healer
not.
now.
I don't
Thank
want to.
you.
I don't want to get let me solo him by doing something cheesy. Although to be fair, way back in the day, the Affliction Mage Tower, I did cheese that a little bit. There was this one cast that if you threw that Instafear, I forget the name of it, like right at the right second, it interrupts the cast and skips the next move they were gonna do, which makes it easier. They just immediately start running. So, you know, it was
Yeah,
wild.
because the horrify.
It like interrupted
Yes,
them and
that.
feared them at the same time. Oh, horrified. That makes sense. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
cheesy. That's a
so-
little cheesy, but it's also like
a little.
that's- I
the
mean-
rest of the fight was still
I think
annoying.
I heard this from I think it was Cash or Jibs. I don't remember which one, but one of them said that they were like, God, I hope they don't make this harder because it was like really fun and easy. So I don't know, but also
Nullius?
like it
Uh.
wasn't in like his encounter in his delve, but when Nullius jumped me, I did find that fight to be easier than most of the Nemesis fights, and I'm not even very good at the game, so they're probably gonna.
Well, I mean, getting jumped is a little different than the fight, but it does showcase a little bit of mechanics, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Nullius at all. Haven't even been jumped. I don't want that to be easy, though. Like, I want there to be the carrot on the stick that, well, that's a terrible analogy. That's just a way to keep me moving forward. But you know what I mean. I want to have something difficult that if I do it and I'm like, sweet, look at this thing I did. But whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, delves. Basically all I did. Delves. I went in, delves. Did maybe a follower dungeon or two. Starting to get to the point where, I'm not enjoying that as much because the AI that governs the tank is kind of a dipshit. Just,
Yeah.
yep.
It's so bad. Oh my god, keep
So
going. I'm
bad.
sorry. Oh, it's the worst. It's
The,
worse
like,
than it was in Midnight. How did they make it worse? What the fuck?
the fucking tank will just stand there like you're supposed to
Well,
do something. You're supposed
and
to
she
know what
runs
you're supposed
around
to do. I'm
like she pulls all the trash and she goes way out of her way. You're like, oh, we can. It's not like, oh, stick to the wall, or it's like, don't go in that room. Walk right the fuck by it. And she stops,
Mhm.
looks at it, and walks in the fucking room. I'm like, bitch, sorry, I said I wasn't going to interrupt you. God damn it. Yeah, she's
The
getting on my
memes
nerves.
are real. The memes
Yeah.
are real.
Yes.
I gotta be honest though, the dungeons themselves I really enjoy. If I didn't have such crippling anxiety about going into pug groups, I would definitely be doing a lot of Mythic Plus because I enjoy these dungeons. Gotta say, so far, I'm pretty sure my favorite is either Windrunner Spire or Murder Row. And I was really curious about Murder Row. I'm like, why the hell, when we have warlocks in the factions, why are we doing a dungeon that's all about killing warlocks? And it's not. It's not. What that dungeon is actually about is there's a lot of people in Silvermoon who are like, oh god, well, if the Sunwell is going to be attacked, I don't think we're going to be able to use it for our crack addiction anymore. What else is there? And then this bitch is like, well, you see all these little worm things flying through the air. Well, now I zapped them full of fel, so you can just suck fel out of them. And it's like, okay, it's fucking... It didn't work before when Kael'thas wanted us to do it. Why are you trying to keep it going? Okay, especially with a bunch of people who don't know how to handle fel energy. That's fucking great. You're gonna destroy the city, you dumb bitch. And that's why we go into Murder Row. To stop the dumb bitch from destroying the city. And that's actually all I did in WoW.
I felt nasty when I did that quest. I was like, this is absolutely counterintuitive to what we should be doing when you first do the quest before you open the dungeon, where there's like, well, you got to go buy the worms, and then I'm going to load them up with fel, and we're going to sell them. I'm like, that sounds like a terrible idea. This does not sound smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad to know that it was, in fact, a terrible idea.
Yeah. Johnny, what'd you do in WoW this week?
This week on Johnny's quest for coolness is I went
Johnnie.Quest?
Yeah, the Johnny Quest. Quick! I should have worn that black turtleneck too. That would be great. Anyway, maybe I'll do that for Halloween.
That's the episode title, by the way. It just replaced Funcoin with Johnnie.Quest.
Like Galaxy Quest font, but Johnny.Quest.
More like Johnnie.Quest. There we go.
Yeah, Johnny.Quest.
Episode title, Johnnie.Quest. Anyway, continue.
On my journey to 3K is continuing. I'm like 2,700 or 2,600 now. I have all 10s.
Jesus Christ, hurry up.
I got all 11s pretty much on I'm only missing one portal. And when Winter Spire is that portal, I'm still waiting to get that one. I got 11, but we didn't time it. Some shit went wrong, and
well, if you gotta be minus a portal for one of them, it might as well be one that's not that far of a fly.
Yeah, I'm thinking more long term, because if that dungeon doesn't come back ever again in one of the future seasons, then I'm shut out of luck until it comes back in like a future season. You know.
I see.
Yeah, but raid, we're on Alaria, or whatever the Crown of the Cosmos. We're gonna get her tonight, I think. We were really close. We got to the last days multiple times, so we're getting pretty close. So I foresee that finishing shortly, and then off to the March of Paldanal Heroic, which is going to be a nightmare. I can already feel it. I've heard it's harder than some of the bosses on Mythic. In some
Have
cases.
you done it on normal?
Yeah, I've done it LFR and I've done it on normal. Yeah, normal was great. Normal was easy. Normal was great. I liked it. The fight was cool. I love the fights. I love all the raids this tier actually. Even the Chimeras boss. Did a lot of delves. Lots of delves. Finally got the crest cap where you can like, not crest cap, but I got that achievement where you can trade up the lower champion crests to get hero crests. So I can do that now. Right now I'm saving up to craft my cloak or bracers for my second embellishment gear wise. I still need to go back and do question mark Neleus. I'll probably do that at some point. I haven't had a chance yet, but I will I'll make time to do it at some point. And That's
Where
pretty
even
much
is
it.
Nully? Do you find Nully in Void? I just wanted to say Nully, but that is
I
in
think
Void
Spire
right?
in the southeast corner.
Okay. I can't exactly load the game up to look right now. I have too many programs open, but I would if I
Yeah,
could.
you get the quest in whatever it's called, the main zone, the ex-Ghostland zone, Eversong Woods. And then you go over to Void Spire and not Void Spire, Void Storm. And in Void Storm on the eastern lower, I want to say southeastern corner, along one of the mountains, whatever, there's like a cave or whatever. You go in there and there's like that's where the portal entrance is, I believe. If I remember correctly.
Interesting. Did not know that.
Yeah,
Is that
sorry.
all you did?
Oh yeah, and there's a little surprise. I mean, I don't know. AMR might come out beforehand, but I said AMR's mission for their audio track this week, and maybe it'll come out this week. Maybe they'll put in there this week's podcast. Maybe next week. I don't know. But I did send them a submission. I don't want to spoil what it is, but I did a little tribute treat for them, because they're running the goblins. As you know. Jibs and Cash and them, they're supporting the goblins and whatnot. And I was just sad that they weren't around during the Undermine patch, and I did a little tribute for them. So that was a little fun little treat for them.
I think it's funny that they love goblins so much, but they're alliance players.
Also, Jibs is like all about his druid. Like, you can't be the goblin druid.
Yeah.
Straight up wears a t-shirt that says my other home is the Emerald Dream. Like, what the fuck?
Such
But
an
you're like,
oxymoron, it's great.
also Snark Online though. No, it's cool. That's the funnest
Dude,
part of the game though.
Robo-druids? Dude.
Shut up.
It could be a thing. I could see it.
It could be a thing. No, it could be a thing.
Yeah, like
all I was gonna say
Horizon
without
Zero Dawn.
Yeah, all I was gonna say without interrupting is that is hands down one of the best parts about the game. You can like whatever you want and fuck off. Like, we're not trying to compartmentalize or force anyone like, oh, you gotta only play your druid. That's not what we're saying. We just think the dichotomy is funny.
Exactly, yeah.
I feel like a goblin druid would be really... What's the word I'm looking for? Paradoxical, I guess?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like
yeah.
actively polluting the environment.
Yeah, like
by
in a
doing
really gross way.
druid stuff.
Yeah.
Here's how you do
Oh.
it. I already get the storyline and everything. You get Gazlo, and you get what's her name? Lorena, whatever, with the Horridar.
Oh, his girlfriend.
They're convinced that
Yeah,
they're fucking, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get together, right? And she teaches him the ways of the druid, bro. And then he becomes the first goblin druid. And he becomes his own thing.
You know, I never admitted this, but I do love eating flowers. I do like munching on them plants, girl. I mean, wait. Druid
Oh,
lessons,
God.
Right.
Somebody trim the rose bushes.
For
There's
real.
thorns.
It's
God, ow, why
corny
are
of
there
you.
thorns? Oh, Jesus. Oh,
You
I've
know
never
what? That's
taken a
probably-
thorn to the tongue before. Holy shit.
There's probably a lot of races where the carpet definitely does not match the drapes, but those Harandar folks, they got so many. It don't matter. Your pubes are probably fucking rainbow colors. They like all kinds of crazy colors down there on their skin and stuff, which I do like, by the way. Anyway.
Do you think Worgen do it doggy style, or do they switch back to their human form?
Oh, God.
Good question.
Or maybe only
Where's
one
Aaron?
of them switches back. That's
Probably not.
upsetting.
Oh,
We
no.
gotta send from the three of us like an email to their show to get their DN hour
Shower
thought
thought.
on that
Yeah.
particular.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send an
Incoming.
email.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna
this has
send an
been
email
discussed.
live on the show right now.
Box.
Please explain to us.
I'm gonna write it in the chat.
For the After Hours Patreon. There you go.
Oh, God, the chat's not working. Hang on. All
This
right,
is quality
so
programming. What else did you do, Johnny? Oh, wait, what, Willie? Sorry.
all right, so I can't hold my push to talk button while I'm writing this, so I'm gonna need one of you to read this out loud as I do. All right, I'm writing it now.
That's Johnny's job.
Where are you putting this?
It was in the Riverside chat, but then I just realized I'd have to type the whole thing before you see it. Yeah, we're not actually doing it. I'm gonna send them a message though, asking about that though. We need answers. We need answers to this.
We need answers. We need them. We need them very bad.
Do the Worgen. Do it human or doggy style.
About it. Come on now, what are we doing here?
And do they switch back and forth? Maybe that's why Worgen don't have tails. Easier access.
We've completely derailed.
Oh my god. So every now and then on our Anchor homepage, that's our podcast host, there'll be something that says plus this many followers on Spotify. I'm looking forward to seeing minus after this one goes out.
Red.
Anyway, Johnny, was that the end of your list there?
Besides wondering how we're going to email this very important question to Grrgle, I don't know. That's about, I'm cooked. So
you know what?
I don't think I can play till I get an answer. This is critical. This is up there with like what sword? Like what the fuck are we doing here? Literally, right?
Oh god, I need my push to talk held down. I don't know how to. Fuck.
You can hold it a little longer, Willie, and then you'll finally be able to achieve.
Shit.
Why are we always whispering? It's creeping me out. I'm sorry. I actually don't like it. I'm sorry. I should have said that in pre-production. I should have said that it creeped me out in pre-production. That would have been
my bad. It was
I'm sorry.
Also Denethor episode.
It makes my skin feel like it's crawling. I'm saying when I hear it for too long, I get. I know, and I should have said it earlier. I'm sorry.
My bad.
All right, I'm putting it in host chat. Read it out loud as we go.
Oh shit.
Dear DNR, we were recording our show, and then that's where it blanks.
Dear DNR, we were recording our show, and we had a question. That we feel requires an answer. One that Aaron is uniquely qualified to provide. When Worgen fucks, do they do it doggy style, or do they switch to human form, or does only one of them switch? And which one? We demand answers. The people of Azeroth need answers. Aaron is the authority on Worgen and their mating habits, and Grrgle would know the answer as well. So is he about to create a new canon?
Yeah.
So the whole
Willie's
thing
got a whole
together
story
reads,
written out.
Dear DNR, we were recording our show and we had a question that we feel needs an answer. One that Aaron is uniquely qualified to provide. When Worgen fuck, do they do it doggy style, or do they switch to human form, or does only one of them switch, and which one of them? We need
switch.
Answers.
No,
the
they
people
totally
of
go back and
Azeroth
forth.
need answers. Aaron is the authority on Worgen and their mating habits, so he is about to create new canon. And I didn't put this in what I wrote, but he's also going to be indirectly telling us what Grrgle likes in the sack.
He is also going to be providing some fantasy material indirectly.
See, this is the
probably.
shit that happens when I spoke
This is what
before
happens.
the show.
Minus 27 listeners. Let's go. Happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Anyway.
do it.
We're only 2 steps away from going to a King Elliot's place. Come on now. What are we talking about?
We need to know these things about the Worgen, though. We need to.
I was going to say they switch, but it would be their gender, but they could switch. And then there'd be ways like, you know, you come home and your wife has something special out, but it's like a secret language. It would also be like which form they were in. So like if it was a leash or like a water bowl was randomly left on the table, you're like, ooh, it's naked doggy time. But if it's like a bra draped over the chair, you're like, ooh, it's naked lady time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like that.
When do these couples have that conversation too? Like, hey,
Clearly on the
listen,
first date, Wooly, duh, you don't know
are
how to
you
just...
into fucking animals?
And
then
clearly
when
the
they
first
don't
date
leave,
conversation.
they know they
Furries,
found a
I bet
keeper.
we're not actually doing that. It was more like
Whoa,
they
who said
envisioned
furries?
this- I thought that you're not talking about that. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
no, we're still talking. I
I'm
mean,
talking about
Worgen,
Worgen.
not real furries. Not real furries. Just,
okay,
yeah.
my bad. There's
Yeah.
actual people.
No, I have no idea what
real
was on
furries
there.
characters in game. My
who-
bad.
I do know real furries who do not
Or
go that
Ken,
direction
whatever. I don't
at
know the
all.
term now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't want to say something that's going to get me canceled.
Yeah,
in
there's
20 years.
there's all kinds of kin and all that. So there's all kinds of groups and different persuasions and that. So
Well, welcome back to our Worgen fucking podcast. This is Worgen fucking. I'm
So,
your host,
Gershom, what'd you do
Worgen
this week?
Freeman.
I didn't think, one time I did not think about organs fucking at all until right now. But what I did do was immediately after we logged off, because I said I was gonna, I did fly my fast ass over to the Periwinkle Butt Halls of Goodness and found that. It is weird though, how it's like in the ramparts. I was thinking it's so like you gotta fly in and then you go around. So like if you don't watch the video, or it was hard for us to understand, like because we were talking about it pretty excitedly last week, swingaz, like we were just talking about how it's awkward to find because you go in the ramparts and then like you go down that ramp, then you go around, then you go down some more stairs. It is weird. It's like way down there. But
Oh, that fucking delve.
the butthole
refuse
plaza,
to
the
use the word.
Parhelion Plaza is what it's really called. But I was calling it the Periwinkle Buttholes of Goodness because
Periwinkle Buttholes of Goodness. There we go.
Yeah,
Title of the show.
right. Anyway, so I
well,
went.
we
So
came
I
up
went
with
in.
that last time.
Yeah, Wally
Did
said
we?
it. I just kind of ran with. Yeah, he said it. So I realized I screenshotted this in the Discord, ThrallsBallsPod.com. Don't forget, the Void Walkers that are like somehow randomly laying dead everywhere, like I mentioned last time. Those guys are little teeny tiny Dominars. That's why they're yelling to like set me free. That's why they're saying those are little teeny tiny Dominars, and they're like, this is boring. So they're doing their thing. I thought that was fun. So that was the first delve I did, and it was pretty much like the two of you. It was like a very long week of kind of jumping between delves when I had shards and keys, which I'm currently out of, and then jumping back into like world content, world quests. I got Sojourner of Zolaman finally, so I finished that a couple of nights ago. I was
Congrats.
excited about that. I didn't want to leave. I had to go to Herondar, and I was in the Discord like, guys, I'm going over there right now, and I'm so sad. Rack and Cal were like, why are you sad? And I'm like, I'm not sad. I just like, he's like, oh, I thought you'd like it more or something. And it's not that I don't like it. So I just find I guess while we're talking about it, I'll just jump into it organically. Kind of what I'm not liking about it is like, I don't like being inside. And I guess that's something that they're gonna keep doing to us, even though a lot of the community has said we don't like flying down here and we don't like being underground, but it's part of Azeroth and it's where we're going, and they're not ever gonna stop doing it because a lot of people have said, and it's just part of what I mean. It don't change the content. I'm just saying it messes with me. And then to make it functionally worse for me, but visually more stunning. So of course it's hard for me to pick right, but those little like inlets where you kind of go into the den, but it's like a half shelf and you got to go in around the mushroom. You know what I mean? Like in these, like they're out on this ledge, you can't really see. And then there's these like half caves and there's holes under the trees you got to find, and flying
I keep
way up
crashing
onto
into
these
shit.
huge, yeah, I'm crashing a lot. Kind of hard to navigate down there. And then I think other than that, I really just didn't want to leave Zolaman. So I went there and I did my first side quest, which had me crying real tears and had me thinking that maybe I will like it here after all, because somehow I randomly picked the one where the guy rescues his little brother from the Alm, from the rift. and like gets rift disease. And then at the end, he's like, oh, you can still come visit me. But his only way to like get rid of the rift disease was to become one of those cool, like druidic, weird skull head guy, shaman guys, which means you have to totally leave everything behind and you get rid of the goddess's song. It stops driving you crazy, but you basically become like a shut-in celibate, like a monk of some sort or something. Like it's all nature studies and interpreting like Alnara and stuff, and you leave your family behind. But the little brother comes out and he's like, haha, I was grounded, but I snuck out to see you. And then his like transformed big brother is like, oh, that's cool, we're still and they're like, yay, we're still brothers. So that was fun. I like that. I did find myself like warming up to the zone just because I know it's just going to be a lot more of that. It's going to be cute stories, fun things that I get attached to. So while it's not my favorite place to be, I'm always going to like a good story. So that's fine.
There's some really good I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's some really good
You're good.
exploratory random items. Have you done the tributes to the various Loa and found your Armani bear yet?
No, I have.
Well,
I have
Amani
the
bear
old
mount.
school Amani bear. Is this like a re?
It's a free mount, basically. It's pretty easy
Dude.
to get. You just click.
Wait, post
I'll-
this in host chat because I'm never gonna remember
I
all
don't
this.
know if there's an article about it, but basically there's like the
Yeah,
it's
I have like
basically
two of them where you worship and you do, and you fly around and you make like an offering. You offer like whatever resource you have in your bag that drops, and then you talking about the
these
Loa
are just
altars,
things you
right?
click. No, these are different. There's a different one. This is just like you get something from it, like it's like a little like a treasure.
It gives you like
thing
a
you click.
boon. Oh, I'm thinking of something different.
There is that is the thing too. There is that. That's the zone buff, whatever thing you can choose right at the end of it, right? And every time you go to a zone, you can pick which Loa you pray to at the main town place, at the altar place. But this is a different entirely. This is like a little secret treasure thing you can get, where you go around. It's the old bosses from ZA and the ghosts of those guys from the old dungeon raid from BC. And you can get like a piece of a necklace from them, and you go to each of them, like not Halazi, but like Malakras or whatever his name is, and all those other guys. You can go to each of them, and I don't remember if that's exactly the guy's name, but it's like 4 or 5 of them, and you click a little treasure, and you get all 5 treasures. You go back to this other location, and you give all 5 pieces of tribute, and it gives you a war bear.
And of course, it doesn't fly. It should have little
No, it's a
teeny
ground
tiny
mount.
wings on it. I'm not gonna go, dude. Give me another fucking flying rat or a flying candy bar, and don't put some little transparent wings on my bear. I'm gonna shit my pants. I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna do my homework, bro. Legitimately, extra credit. I'm so angry about this. There's so many fucking mounts. I have 667 mounts, and I can use like 200 of them. Fuck, dude.
Mhm.
Put wings on them bitches. Put a balloon around the mammoth. Listen. Put a balloon around the
Yes,
mammoth. Yes. What are you
And have the
doing?
mammoth take a crap as you happen to be flying over Stormwind. It'll be
Has
great.
to be a horde balloon, of course. Anyway,
Yeah.
what else did I do besides try and poop on Stormwind? No. It was pretty much Delves. Other than that, like that little kind of like side stuff. Like when I would run out of keys, I would go do a little, and then if there's one in the area and I have keys, I do it. So it's becoming a little more like organically, right? Just sort of cleaning up my map, getting to that spot. Still thinking I'm only halfway done, and pre-patch is coming out, which I don't want to not pre-patch, but the little mint, the 0.0.5.
The
We're gonna talk about it.
0.05 is
Yeah.
coming up.
Coming out on the day that this episode drops, which is lame because I'm
Yep.
still so far behind. Yeah. Annoyed, but whatever. I did a lot of delves, and I'm in the same exact spot that I get stuck in every season. I get stuck on 8s. Wooly can confirm this is true. I don't know what it is about 8s, but I go to 9s, and the boss is like, hey, I'm going to punch you in the face, and your bows are going to hit me like it's fucking wet spaghetti. And I'm like, bet. Well, I don't really like wasting keys, so let me leave, scale you down to an 8, and I do just fine, which is annoying because the gear's not that good, but I guess you get your currency to upgrade the gear you have. So it's fine, and they'll just become more of a cakewalk as I get higher. I'm like eye level, I don't know, like 241 right now or something, and Valera is like 22. That was my bad Taylor Swift. She's 22. I don't know about her, but I feel 22. Anyways,
I I'm trying to point off to the side, like get out, and my camera doesn't. I didn't fit in the frame.
Like leave for singing Taylor Swift. I know. I'm sorry. I have teen daughters.
And you have shamed every dark spear troll, alive or dead or yet to be born.
Whoa, that's heavy. Why? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Anyways,
Just shake it off. Shake
I
it
know.
off.
Shut the
Look, Johnny's banned now too. Bye, Wooly. We just logged off. No.
I mean,
No.
the
No.
dark spear have joined the horde, and when they did, with all the other trolls for a while, they had bad blood.
That's true too. Yeah, that Muzambala guy. Okay. Anyways,
Now that I am done hating myself.
and on me as well for singing Taylor Swift. That's fine.
No, it's not hate on you. It's hate on Taylor Swift. You
Okay,
just got
fair enough.
secondhand hate.
It's fair. There's enough of it. It just bounced off of her and rolled into my general area.
She-
Just
her music is so annoying. It's just annoying.
It's fine. It's singable, which I just proved. Anyway, so I'm stuck on 8s. And I'm like 4.5 on my journey, which I really don't like because you have to be like 8 to buy keys. So I'm like, damn, it's gonna be slow like this for a while. But like I said, I go through this every season where there's like I hit dells really hard and I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in like the same night or 2 nights, and then it's like 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. So it's weird. I just always hit this weird gap. It's every season. It's literally between 8s and 9s. I don't know what it is, but I can do the math on it, and that's how it is. So I'm just going to grind them out a little more, get some gear, and just keep going. Other than that, let me see what else. Hold on. I know I'm leaning in. Oh, and then I got the achievement where I did like one version of each, not all the story variants, but there's an achievement where you go to each one at least once. So I got that. So I guess I've been doing delves and I didn't realize I was going to get that, but I did. And then they fixed my mog.
Yay!
I know. I logged in on Tuesday. I had submitted a complaint Monday and I was like, yeah, boy. I was like rubbing my hands together. I'm like, hell yeah, they saw this. Da-da-da. So I go logging in. And it was still broke. Like I got to my campsite and I'm like, no, I still look ugly. Which, by the way, as like a child of vanilla, like we went so long without mogs between vanilla and Cataclysm that was the flavor of the day back then. Like no one really cared what they look like. And at first it was kind of liberating. It's like, ooh, I could use whatever pets I want or whatever mount I want. Who gives a shit? I just look like a patchwork quilt. What's
there
up?
was also the shame of not wearing raid gear, like
back then.
Or like if it's ICC and you're wearing tier 9, the people were kind of teasing people about that.
Yeah, so because it was much more obvious when you couldn't like mog things. I mean, I even remember when they first started mogging back in the day, they didn't even have like, ooh, look, you can wear like a dress or cloth, even though you're a male wearer. Like that system's come a long way.
You physically had to have the piece you wanted to mog into.
That was it.
It
yeah.
sucked.
I was an original
Void
mogger,
storage,
dude. In Classic, I know I've told Wooly this story. In Classic, and my rogue, I bought a set that was leather because I liked the way it looked, and I bought it on the auction house for really cheap. Back then, everything was really cheap because gold was really hard to come by, so the economy was different. But so like I bought these select pieces that looked really good, and my boyfriend who taught me how to play, we'll see. He comes up behind me and he goes, "That's shaman gear." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, look at the stats. It's all like intel and stamina. That's not good for a rogue." And I had bought and like said, "Johnny, hit the brass for me. How do you do it?" Yeah, so no, I definitely remember struggling with the mog system and going through Zul'Gurub with this fucking shaman gear. It was just the worst day of my life. It's okay. What else happened? I think, oh yeah, so I logged in. So it was broken when I logged in. That's what I was saying. And then I'm like, fuck this. I just had the vibe. I'm like, please. So I took out my mammoth and I hit and I was like 600 gold. I can't do this much more. I can't handle this heartbreak. And I unmounted and I was back. And I literally let out like a squeal of joy that I've maybe done like 4 times in this game. I was like, yes, 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 It's like I did like the Rogue in the Coming Home video where she's like, yes, yes, and she like disappears. That's exactly what I felt like when she starts like doing the dance. Remember, she's doing like she's doing like the Running Man and stuff when she gets her gear. That was me. That was how happy I was. I literally got up and did like a little circuit around the apartment. I was like, woo! I was really, really excited, like invincible excited. So I guess part of my adventure this week also was like, now that I can mog again, no matter where I go, like every time I see a pet, I'm taming it or taming two just for fun. And I feel inspired again, like, oh, I'm going to make these outfits and stuff. So that's like a fun dimension to it. And then I guess my last thing is with the upgrades and stuff, I have my 2-piece. So that's cool. 25%
Hooray!
to Bestial Wrath for that one, which is cool. And I'm still pretty pleased with their improvements on my AoE and my focus regen. So even though hunters are coming in at the bottom of the what do you call that word, Johnny?
The meters?
The meters, yes. So we're not doing good there, but
Sims?
I feel good for a casual player, I guess. It's a little my damage is low. It's a little chunky, especially in those higher delves, but that's neither here nor there. I play alone, so it's like if I die, I die. Really, what am I shooting for? I'm just here to have a good time, and I am. So there you go.
Yeah, I was trying to find the rankings and then realized that's all based on raid fucking data. So
I know
It's
Mark's
just
been
what
pretty
I've
good in
been
Mythic Plus,
hearing.
but
Sorry, Johnny, go ahead.
I know Mark's has been pretty good in some situations, but I mean, it's only for like
I came
target
really
cleave or-
close to I always come really close to trying Marks, but it's just not me. It's
Not
just
your
not
vibe,
it's
yeah.
not my class fantasy. It's not.
it's like me with Affliction,
Yeah.
which is
it
funny
is.
because I started as Affliction.
Yeah. It's just and also like not that I role play at all, but when I think marksman, I think Sylvanas, and as much as I like her or understand her or have come to identify with her and her saga and everything, still not my favorite person to run around being. Like in my RP brain, when I think Beastmaster, I think like a Rexar, and I'm a fucking Rexar girl, like all day. That is my next ex-husband. I love me some Rexar. So also, yeah, that is class fantasy too, right? Like, yeah,
Get
it's more
on
like I'm a
them mock
Rexar
nut
than a
balls, am I right?
exactly. Yeah, mock on these. Anyway, yeah, that was what I did.
Mock nut balls.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Well, before we move on to the mixed drink of the week, Johnny, I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to say, in your most showman voice that you can muster, 11 huge chocolate-covered penises.
11 huge chocolate-covered penises.
Hell yeah! I'm not going to
He goes-
explain what
he
that's
goes, "Why
for,
did you
but
have me
trust
say that?
You will
No
know
reason."
eventually.
I was gonna say no
You
reason.
will-
I knew you were just gonna
You
do that.
will know.
You just
You
go
will
tell your
know.
mom, go fuck yourself. Why? No reason. I just want to see
I
you
don't
do
care.
that.
It's whatever. Right?
That's funny.
You will know what comes from that.
Can't wait.
Anyway,
Is it,
Let's
is
do
it-
mixed
is
drink
it-
of
the- your
Wait, is it
shenanigans.
bad? Is how bad are we talking here?
no, you'll think it's funny. Trust
Okay,
me.
good.
Yeah, here we go. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the week, and before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody to please only partake of... Oh, it is going. I derailed myself. Please only partake in the mixed drink of the week, or any substance for that matter, if you are of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Furthermore, we're not responsible for any stupid shit that may befall you as a result of your own stupid shit. So, we have been going through the various Hearthstone items in the game and making shots out of them. This week I am up, and I have the lightcalled Hearthstone. Now, I said this last week what this one was going to do, what it looks like, but I'll just reiterate. Basically, you lift your arms up to your sides and light comes out of your hands, and this like see-through mound of golden light comes out of the ground with like this tome on it, like this holy work or whatever. And then there's this floof of light, and you get whisked off to your Hearthstone location. So, I'm going to give you a hint. I tried and failed thinking outside of the box. That's your only hint.
Fuck.
This is like Jeopardy. We get 30 seconds to think. I failed to study. I forgot.
I was gonna say golden rum with 99 bananas or something like that. And I think he went with some weird no, I take that back. No. I think he used the golden rum, like a spiced rum, like a light spiced rum. And I think you did some sort of I don't know. Let me think about this more. I don't know. Give me a second. I don't know. This is a hard one to think about because your head kind of threw me off real hard.
Me too. You just got to go with what you were going to say anyway, like Willie did last week. He's like, I know I'm wrong.
Exactly.
But,
I knew I was wrong, but I went with it.
I'm wrong too, but I'm just going to drop it. Yeah. I'm wrong too.
I think I honestly was going to say Goldschlager and some sort of Jaeger mixture. And you were going to, exactly. And then maybe
it's very woolly coated though.
Yeah, and then some sort of
gone Goldschlager,
or some sort of Mountain Dew or something like that, and call it a day, or mellow yellow or something like that.
I am going to add another layer to the hint. I did try to think out of the side of the box. I failed with it trying to think outside the box, but went with it anyway. And the ingredients are super simple.
Super what?
Simple.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just throw my guess out. But you already said there's no Goldschlager, but whatever. So I'm definitely wrong. I was literally just gonna say Goldschlager and vanilla vodka. I couldn't think of anything else that would just hit, zap you away, stayed nice and clear, had the flakes, and that's where I went.
If I could do it again, if I could redo it, I would do Goldschlager mixed with the banana moonshine I have in my fridge. I didn't even think of that, but. When I say I thought outside of the box, I wasn't referring to the ingredients. I was referring to the shot glass.
Oh. What is that, an apple?
I put it in an apple, yeah.
So
the apple
cool.
kind of represents the mound of gold light that big old tome comes out of. And the ingredients then... It's half of it is fireball, representing the burning nature of the light as it's coming out of your hands, I guess. And the other half is Tennessee honey whiskey to just be golden sweet light in the tome itself.
That doesn't sound bad.
Dude, what? Apple and whiskey?
The reason I
great.
say I failed is because holding it doesn't look like what I want to represent with it.
I see what you're saying.
But the taste might be just fine. So, who wants to send me off, and I'll shoot this shot out of this apple and then eat the apple?
Both of them. Over the lips.
Through the gums.
Look out, asshole.
You fucking tag team that.
Yeah. Tag in, Johnny. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That was actually really good.
Like a trooper. Hell yeah.
No one ever said that the shot or drink had to look like the thing. That's just something that our brains go there
wanted
sometimes.
it to.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a criteria
That's totally
that we made.
Too.
Yeah. Only if you set that criteria for yourself. I was don't put yourself in a box. Speaking of boxes, it's good.
It is good. It is.
Swingaz, the box is delicious. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow. That completely threw me off. I've always felt that honey whiskey and fireball pair together really well. So, yeah, I think I used both of these ingredients when I did the, it was one of the 3 paladin specs way, way back in the day. We're talking, we don't really do seasons, but season 1. When I was doing mixed drinks based on different class specs. So, yeah. Next week, Gershom is up, and you have Peddlefeet's lovely Hearthstone. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I can go look it up. I have it.
It's basically Cupid, right?
Yeah.
You shoot a little arrow, right? I think, if I'm remembering
or he
right.
shoots
I don't remember.
you or something. Yeah, I haven't used it. I don't really ever use Hearthstones. Anyways, Peddlefeet. He's cool. I like Peddlefeet.
All right. Let's move on to the WoW news, shall we? Where's my button?
Time for WoW News. Motherfuckers.
I took a bite of my apple, and I shouldn't have, because now I gotta talk. Okay, so, first things off. Our friend Lindormi, you all know that, if you're unaware of who I'm talking about, Lindormi's guidance is an affix if you don't do Mythic Plus, like I don't, but I'm aware of this. In keys +2 to +5, the guidance affix is automatically applied, where it like highlights packs of mobs to help new tanks route through the dungeons. Well, there's a new feature that is Lindormi's Glow. I'm just going to read what it says. It highlights select enemy forces even when Lindormi's guidance affix is inactive. Defeating all highlighted enemies will complete the enemy forces requirement for a keystone dungeon. This is different from Lindormi's guidance in that particular thing can only be in key levels 2 through 5. And this can be in higher keys as well. So if your group's tank activates this with Lindormi, talking to Lindormi at the beginning of the dungeon, it'll be active for the run. So it's not, it is sort of limited. It's not going to be like, okay, kill these instead of these. It's just a little more optimal. Or you only need this many more of this and such, and that'll work. Like, it doesn't optimize the trash pull. It just kind of highlights a good way to go, kind of. I don't know. Johnny, you would have had more experience with guidance rather than glow. So, like, how far off the mark am I here?
I mean, sounds fine to me. I mean, I like the affix. I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I keep trying to eat my apple. I didn't think this one through. So, yeah, that is a thing now.
I think the key difference is that it weakens the enemies as well, and on the 2 through 5 one.
That's right. I forgot about that. I did know that it doesn't just highlight them. It kind of
it's basically just adding a little
them
sparkle
before you fight
effect,
them.
which I think is great. I think it's a great idea what they did. I think it's a great compromise option for people. So,
because like you got someone like me who's, for lack of better phrasing, because it's not necessarily correct, afraid of dungeon content with other players. Not so much afraid as it is, I don't know how to work out what I need to know, and everyone expects you to know. So, yeah, this is a thing. Moving on, the only other item of news that we really have here to talk about, it was kind of a light week, is, well, okay, there was a thing where Liquid Max had an interview and they were talking about the .07 raid briefly, and Johnny's pointing at something. I don't know what he's pointing at.
Yes, agreeing.
But I don't recall any of the information from that.
Mythic Flex Mode.
That's right. Raid. I forgot about that.
So the main thing I recall was basically the new one boss raid Sporefall in the 12.07 patch that's going to come out. They're going to do a Mythic Flex Mode 15 to 25 man. And it's going to be a special mode. I agree. There was some take I heard on another podcast where essentially they're going to talk about, how do I put it? The take I had heard that I kind of agree with is that after Hall of Fame, open up the regular raid next tier. So the 12.1, have Hall of Fame, and then while Hall of Fame closes, activate Flex Mythic.
That would work. That would be really good.
Right? And I wholeheartedly agree with that. And I don't raid Mythic. But when I was reading Mythic, that would have been the biggest boon. Because I used to be in a late patch CE guild for many years. And when I was doing that type of content in the early days of Mythic mode, that would have made all the difference. Honestly, that would have made a lot of things easier, especially during those long drought periods during end of WOD and parts of Legion. And, Mr. Pandaria, like when they first introduced Flex, that would have been great, But there was no such thing at the time for Hall of Fame that didn't exist. The whole seasonality of the game didn't exist back then either. So, different game, different place, different time, But I think that's a good idea. So,
wasn't when Mythic raid first
Siege
hit
of
the scene
Orgrimmar.
with Siege of Orgrimmar? Yeah.
Yes, because Siege of Orgrimmar was a heroic 25-man, 10-man raid first, and then it got converted in patch 5.4, I think. They introduced Flex mode, and when they introduced Flex mode, and then the pre-patch in the WOD actually was when they actually put Mythic in. It was like right before the pre-patch. So you had.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So Flex mode came out in 5.4, I believe. And then once the end of 5.4, they did the pre-patch for WOD and the class changes, and that's when they introduced Mythic mode. So because of that, it became the first Mythic raid, but it wasn't designed as Mythic. Heimdall technically was the first raid designed as a Mythic raid. Same with Blackrock Foundry, which to me is probably the best raid they've ever designed.
A lot of people
opinion.
would agree with you. Blackrock Foundry is a very well-made raid.
Yeah, even though the visuals, just for Hans and Franz. Now, some people don't agree because of Blast Furnace, because even to this day, that fight's still annoying to do, or it used to be anyway.
It's a pain in the ass, but
yeah, because of the way the mechanics were, and it was all even back then it was annoying. I remember that fight was super annoying to do. Honestly, who can't forget Operator Thogar? And the cool boat boss, the three arc warlords and all that. So that's all good. So I don't know.
And there's some pretty cool stuff you can get in there too, like some mounts and shit. And transmog. Anyway, so then yes, there is that. It's not in the notes, but yes, Flex Mythic with the 0.0.7 patch. So look forward to that for that raid. I forgot what it's called.
Sporefall.
Sporefall, that's right. Then there's this. There is a Twitch drop that's going to be available beginning April 23rd, 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, going until May 21st, 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That is the Cuddly Pearl Grrgle Murloc Decor plush thing. Kind of like the other Murlocs. You get it, and it's like this pinky pearly color. And what you do to get it is same as all these other things. You watch. I just assumed. I don't know if I'm right, but.
I was going to say a month is a long time to watch 4 cumulative hours of Twitch.
It is.
But, everyone has a different schedule. I'm saying you should be able to jump on it. Just don't forget to tie in.
The 4-hour thing.
So I accidentally watched one last time and missed the prize. Sorry, Wooly. Don't forget to tie in your Twitch. Wooly's probably going to tell you how to do it.
Well, what I was going to say is I just assumed it was the one where you watch 4 hours of a stream, but I don't know if that's actually accurate, so I'm kind of looking it up right now.
Yeah, because I know one time you could do it on Discord. There's one of them that you can do it on.
Right. For a Twitch drop. But just in case it is, while I'm pulling this up on my phone to double check, essentially, you just watch 4 hours of a World of Warcraft stream, cumulative. You don't have to sit the whole time. You don't even have to actually watch it. Can confirm it's 4 hours of eligible World of Warcraft streamers. You don't even have to actually watch it. You can have it up with the volume down on a tab. You're still helping that streamer by putting a number in their chat, or their listener pool, I guess. But watcher pool, whatever the hell they call that. So yeah, you go ahead and do that. And you got to have your Twitch connected to your Battle.net. If you go to the Wowhead article I have listed in the notes here, it'll direct you to, I'm sure somewhere in the article, somewhere to do that. I should not have found my vape before the show, because I'm not making a lot of sense. But whatever. Whatever, these things happen.
Willie found his babe. Willie found his babe.
I did. Ooh, more excitingly, I don't think I've talked about this at all on the show. I found my wedding ring. I thought I left it down in freaking Florida when we went there in September. And no, I found it.
Was it in your, bag or something? That's crazy.
Nope, it was in one of my wife's, she had this, bag of, seashells that we got in Florida. It was in that bag.
Weird.
So...
Maybe you took off your ring.
I'm just glad it turned up.
I don't know. Yeah, me too. That's crazy.
Anyway, final thoughts, y'alls? Gershom, what's your final thought?
Oh, I have one. Hold on. It's funny, too. Wait, Johnny, go.
Flop a coin 2.0.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, y'all can Machnathal these balls, these Thrall's balls. There it is. All right. Hopefully Willie wasn't going to change that to the episode title because I just stole it. Yeah, Machnathal these balls. Happy birthday to us. Thank you, Swingaz, for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you to our newest family member, Johnny. What a welcome addition to our family, by the way. So glad that you're here, dude.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
How long have you been here now? Like a year?
Yeah.
No, more. I think more than that.
Shoot. Anyways, time flies when you're having fun. I'm just
Wait a
saying.
minute.
I
don't think you were here on our last birthday. That's why I say that. Anyways.
No. I joined. It was last January.
I don't remember, man.
Oh, well.
But it's easy enough to look up and find out. Anyway, my final thought is I really need to know Worgen and how they fuck. Yeah. And I'm saying that like fucking Lola from Big Mouth. Where she's just like, everybody's walking around and where they just go, fuck, or whatever. And just like that, Lola's gone. Wrong. Lola's right here, you fucking Brussels sprout. I hope people get the reference.
I don't.
It's Big Mouth
at all. I don't know what that is.
It's fucking Big Mouth from Netflix. Anyway.
I don't do TV. Anyway, all right.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do TV. You're supposed to watch it. But
no, I mean, I don't really watch TV a lot. Someone went to my house and they're like, there's nothing electronic in your house. That speaks to, how you might want your real life. And I'm like, yeah, kind of. I don't watch TV much, sometimes with the kids. But anyways.
Oh, my other final thought, it piggybacks on that, is DNR, please throw us a bone of information.
Please.
So, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. We're going to... God damn it. I lost my train of thought. Go ahead and follow us in the social media places. You can find the various proper spellings in the episode description. I am at Wooly08 on TikTok and Instagram, and at Wooly_08. No, Twitter and Instagram and... God damn it.
Damn. Holy shit.
Also, good.
Yeah, do it.
No,
hit the Linktree, y'all.
Looked away from the screen. Yeah. At Wooly08 on Twitter and Instagram. At Wooly_08 on TikTok. And Gershom is at Hunter Gershom on Twitter and at Hunter Gershom with 2 R's on Instagram. Johnny Tips is Johnny.Tips on Discord and at Johnny.Tips on Instagram. The show itself is at ThrallsBallsPod on Twitter and Instagram. And you can go ahead and search for Thrall's Balls Podcast on YouTube. It'll show up. I'm still working out the weird kinks that popped up there. Email us with any feedback or questions, ThrallsBallsPodcast@gmail.com. You can also leave us feedback on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or even in a specialized reviews channel on our Discord. Go to ThrallsBalls.com to find our Linktree. All our relevant links, including Discord, can be found there. So, see you next week, guys, except I won't be here. But bye, we love you, be good.
We love you, Swingaz, bye.
Boy.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. So 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. So poop on Stormwind, poop on Stormwind, poop on Stormwind. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. So
11 huge chocolate-covered penises.
poop on Stormwind. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. So poop on Stormwind.
Now that's what I call a sticky situation.
Yes! Poop on Stormwind.